I first want to say thank you for the opportunity to speak with you and for just joining me today. Why don't we start with introducing yourself and your position at the organization?
Sure. My name is Ann Messer, and I'm the executive director of Friends of Manatee Lagoon. We are located at 6000 North Flagler Drive in West Palm Beach, part of the Manatee Lagoon Center. We're the charitable arm of the Manatee Lagoon Center, which is owned and operated by Florida Power and Light.
Right. And how long has Friends of the Manatee Lagoon been active?
We have been active since March of 2021. So we're a relatively newer organization, a young organization. Even when we started, which was in the midst of COVID, it was a slow start, but now we have wind under our wings, and we are moving forward. So it's good. It was actually formed in 2018, but it really didn't go anywhere until they hired me because they didn't have anybody running it. It was really just in form. It hadn't been really launched.
What inspired the creation of this branch of the organization? How did it start?
Good question. The reason why is Florida Power and Light built this Manatee Lagoon Center in 2016, and they soon discovered that the community was really anxious to get involved. How could they help? Can they volunteer? And they really didn't have any vehicle in place to do that. So they determined, the senior management at Florida Power and Light determined that maybe if we started a nonprofit arm, we could engage the community even further. So that's how it all started.
What about your personal journey to becoming involved with Friends of Manatee Lagoon? How did you find yourself in the position you're in now?
Well, one of the things that happened, I had been in the wealth management arena for 27 years. And during COVID, everything changed. A lot of things changed. The opportunity was presented to me, and I have served on numerous boards throughout my career, running different operations, taking all different types of role, from finance committees to marketing committees to all sorts of areas. So when the opportunity came to start up this, and it was really a startup, they had nothing in place. I said, yeah, this sounds interesting. Let me learn more. So I just started part-time. I started with 20 hours a week, and then soon we grew and grew and grew. And of course, I'm full-time right now.
That's wonderful. That's incredible just to think that any normal, skills that we have in our everyday jobs can lead to charitable organizations. How has this position impacted your life and the lives of others?
How it's impacted my life? Well, I have always been a very keen environmentalist. I have always had a love of nature. I have loved all sorts of animals, and this animal welfare field I'm in. So it seemed to me a natural transition from working in a corporate environment my whole career. Even though this is still corporate because of the alignment with Florida Power and Light, it really is more of reaching out to the community and creating this awareness of the challenges that our manatee population is experiencing. And more importantly, not only what the challenges are, but what we could all be doing to help.
That it sounds like a big impact for sure, and that sounds like you're having a lot of fun. What is the best part? What's your favorite part of the position?
I think it's meeting with groups and talking to them and getting them excited, because the people that come and ask me to speak at different service clubs and different education facilities, they want to know what's going on. Florida declared the manatee in 1975 as the state mammal. And in the last few years, it's been really, really rough for manatees we've lost thousands due to starvation, water quality, other issues, the lack of seagrass being able to grow because of pollution. And people are concerned, and it's good to be able to impart to them what we're doing and why we're creating this awareness. And we're really creating it for the future generations too. So they come up and they have a love of our manatees, and they want to take care of them and make sure that they survive.
So you kind of listed some of the threats to manatees. Why are manatees important to conserve? What role do they have in our ecosystems?
Scientists have always considered them an indicator species. So if manatees are thriving, then we as humans are thriving too. And it's the old adage, the earth doesn't need us, but we need the earth. And we can't survive without the earth. We can't survive without clean air, clean water. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you this because you're in this space also. But I think that is the main crux of it, that we need this platform. We need to keep our manatee population vibrant. They have no predators except for man, and they don't predicate on any animal either. So they're just this gentle mammal that really needs our support. And it would be just terrible if a state mammal was brought down to extinction. It just would not be good for any of us.
That very much aligns with Safe Worldwide's views that everything is interconnected and we can't survive without other ecosystems. If manatees are thriving, then we're thriving. I think that's a great way to put it. Indicator species are something that not many people think about, and that's really cool that they are considered an indicator species. I did not know that. So that's very interesting. So you guys do a lot of community outreach and education. How else do you guys protect manatees? Do you have research areas within the organization, or like rehabilitation or anything like that?
No, not at all. We are strictly community based. But what we do through our volunteer programs, we encourage people to participate in our seagrass restoration projects, in our drift card release, which is a citizen science project. We create environments so that people can come and volunteer and help learn more about what's going on with our manatees. We partner, because we're small and we're a young organization, we partner with a lot of other organizations like Loggerhead Marine Life, which is turtle rescue, Florida Oceanographic Society, which is focused on all marine life. Also, the Everglades Foundation, we do programs with them. VoLo, which is about climate change. Angari, which is about conservation of our oceans. So I partner with all these different organizations, and it really helps expand our reach and expand our message.
That's incredible. It sounds like you all have a very broad, strong network. How do you guys raise your funds, and where does your funding go?
Well, we raise funds we have one annual fundraiser, but we also, when I'm out speaking to different organizations, I ask people just point blank, if you'd like to make a donation, we would certainly appreciate it, because it will go towards educating our education programs. And those are partnership programs that we do with other organizations also. So I'm an employee of one. I'm an army of one. I don't have any support staff other than my volunteers. So right now, we don't have the wherewithal to have a research team or rehabilitation team, but we have the resources to point people in the right direction. So if there's a manatee in distress, we know exactly where it goes, and people use us as a resource. And where does the money go? The money goes towards our programming so that we can reach out to the community and get more people to understand what we're doing and how we're doing it, and understand the challenges that manatees are encountering in Florida. We're building right now, with the money we've raised, we have built 3 exhibits in Manatee Lagoon. We've built a seagrass aquarium. We've built a seagrass wall, which indicates the 7 species of seagrass that grow in Florida. And right now we're embarked on a big project, a seagrass nursery, where we're actually going to be growing seagrass and planting it in the Lake Worth Lagoon. We just had our fundraiser in November, and we are raising money for our 4th project right now, which is an immersive experience, and it will be taking an underutilized classroom space at Manatee Lagoon and completely transforming it into this ecosystem. So when visitors to the Manatee Lagoon come in, they will be feel like they're underwater. and we have a 5-minute animation film that's called A Day in the Life of a Manatee. And people will watch the film, be in this immersive experience, and hopefully this will really impress upon them what is going on with manatees, and hopefully they'll become stewards of our environment.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. So we
Mhm.
talked about challenges facing manatees. Are there any challenges facing Friends of the Manatee Lagoon, or what is the best way that people can support your organization?
Well, the best way to support us is to come out to Manatee Lagoon and see the facility. It's a 16,000 square foot building. It's on a 5-acre campus. It's beautiful. Manatees are there right now because manatees are migratory animals, and in the winter months they seek warm waters, so they head south, sort of like snowbirds. People can come to the Manatee Lagoon Center and learn more about what our manatee population is all about and why, all the wheres and whys and hows. So that's one way they can help. They can make donations towards our on our website. We have a donate page on there, and they can be assured that their donations are going towards these exhibits that we're raising money for. We find that people learn a lot more by seeing and touching things, and that's why exhibits are the most important way to teach them. And not only that, through animation. And that's why we're embarking upon this animation creation. Mhm.
Well, all of that sounds absolutely wonderful. I think that's all the questions I have for you today. I just want to once again thank you so much for meeting with me. Do you have any final thoughts or anything that you'd like to share?
No, I appreciate what you're doing, and I hope this initiative brings more people to the fold, and that would be wonderful.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much.